I knew I set it up right. I'm going to turn my laptop on here and see if I can read what you write if anybody gets on here. Now let's see what I'm seeing here. Okay, let's see. I am on my bike. I need to ride my bike, and I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to put it where you could see me a little better, and I don't know whether it's going to be too noisy or whether you can hear me good enough. But say hi to me if you get a chance. Give me a thumbs up if you're here. I don't have a lot of big subjects to talk about. I did carry over a couple of things over here where we'd have something to talk about. But if you say hi to me, maybe we can change what we're talking about. I have my house lit up like a Christmas tree, and I hope you will say hi to me. I don't see anybody so far, but I see there's 3 there, and not everybody does talk on here, so I understand that. So I will try to not make you bored. You might say, "Oh Lord, get me out of here." One thing I thought I would do is I turn my TV on to Tubi, and of course I have the sound down. You know, sometimes I watch some really good movies, and I keep thinking I need to tell somebody about some of the fun movies I watch from time to time, and I thought that'd be fun. And also, it's been a really rainy day here in California. By the way, it is St. Patrick's Day, and I ended up putting my scarf on that I decorated my tree over that way. I don't think you can see it. There it is, right behind me. And I took it off my little tree and put it on my head. So didn't do much with my hair today. Tried to have my green on, and just for fun. Does anybody else dress up for St. Patrick's Day? Let's see, I think it's supposed to be right here. Let's see. Okay, I'm riding along, and I don't see any comments. I don't think I did anything wrong to turn off comments. So I'm here for the ride. Anyway, today it was so rainy. My granddaughter asked if I would ride to about 40 miles away. And she had bought some outdoor furniture for her patio or outdoors in her backyard. And, you know, she got it on the marketplace. And so she didn't want to ride along. Her mom stayed with her babies, and then she asked me, I see somebody, well, hello there, Pacific Northwest. What do you think of? You know what? I'm not keeping up with all that. I'm sorry. And Regina, I'm happy to see you here. You're getting ready for bed, gotta work. I understand. If I was working, I'd be getting ready for bed about now, but well, I'll have to get up about 8 in the morning, so that's good. So really, I haven't been keeping up with any of the news. Let's see, I think. Oh, my granddaughter might have talked, but we haven't talked about things like that. So, and we're just catching up with a little bit of what we get to do in the short time that we get to be together. Anyway, so my granddaughter got her some really nice outdoor furniture, so that was nice. And it was raining so hard at one point going to get the furniture, so we just made it. But it was nice visiting with her. You know, when you're busy, or when she's so busy with her babies, when you do get together, you know, there's a lot of distractions. So it's one-on-one time along with the driving, and it was nice. So I enjoyed that a lot. And we had some hail here today, wind, and what's the temperature? It's 46 outside, 69 in the house. So that's not too bad. So let's see. Show the adolescents. It's just the influence of, you know, really, honestly, we've got to keep our young people and our children in prayer, you know, that God will keep them and protect them. You know, I know there's things that come their way that we just got to keep praying for them. And I pray, you know, they have limits on what she can watch and do. And I think all parents need to be very vigilant about that these days. Okay. So I was looking at some of the clean movies. I'm sure Mr. Northwest that, let's see, Joyce, what cookies did you say you were so good at Dollar Tree? Actually, the ones that I like, they're little sandwich cookies. I think I've already thrown the box away. They're orange. They have dark chocolate in the middle, and they're orange cranberry. And let me turn that. It went off a minute. It was orange cranberry on the outside, and then inside this dark chocolate. Those are so good. There's 5 in the package. You know, 5. There's 2 in each package. And they're so good. Of course, then again, the ones that have the peanut butter in them, and then also the ones that are dipped in chocolate that's mint on the outside. Those are really good too. So all of those are really good. Which ones do you like, Regina? And how is the weather where you are today? I need to get some for sure. I hope you do get some. Yes, this works out good. I'm reading on my laptop, and that's so far away I'd have to lean my head way up there to be able to read it. And so if I start sounding out of breath, I've already got 8 minutes on this bike, and I hope this isn't distracting me. I tried to put it where you could see me bicycling, but then you couldn't see my face, so nothing's quite perfect. You just keep trying as best you can. So let's see. You know, I go to YouTube, and I go on my Roku, and I go to Tubi. Do any of you have Tubi or watch Tubi? I like true to life programs, movies. I like them clean. I don't want to go away with feeling bad. And I like them not scary. I don't want no scary in my life, no more than I have to. And so I've come across some really good movies, and I'm looking away. Let's see. Anything chocolate is good. Your weather's around 58 today. I don't know exactly today what it was, but it was, must have been a little, maybe about that or a little more. Not too much sun. It did come out for a little while, and then it left us behind. Okay, let's see. I was going to look at some movies. Oh, and then on this Tubi, there's a whole row of faith-based movies. Now, just because they say faith, don't mean every one of them's just like, you know, they all have a good meaning or good, something that would make them really good. And let's see, I was going to look at some of them to see which ones I had watched, where I could tell you a few of them. And let's see. And there's so many of them. Decisions of Faith, the spiritual faith and unity of every. No, I don't know that I've watched that one. Okay. Let's see. Tubi has some good movies. Do you have any favorite ones on there, Regina? Let's see. trying to cry. Oh, this one guy, he's always in a lot of the Christian movies. Meant to Be, questioning his purpose in life. A young man sets out to find his birth mother. I did see that one. It was quite good. Some of these almost leave you wanting to cry. Let's see, Vindication. Let's see. I'm not sure I've seen this one. 94 Feet. A town built around a mining industry is on the brink of economic ruin until tragedy brings the faith-based community back together. Yeah, sometimes it takes that. I know what you mean in that, Regina. Sometimes I can't even hardly remember my own name. I think, or a friend. I see somebody, okay, doing diamond push-ups. Okay, keep working. You want to be healthy and eating good. My granddaughter brought me some homemade sourdough bread today. That was so good. And then again, tomorrow, let's see, tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm showing my Irish soda bread. It's really simple to make. And I made that and I enjoyed it. And I gave some to my granddaughter and gave some to my son today. And I plan on taking some of it to my friends at my Tops tomorrow. You know, it's pretty low in calories and whatever else. So it should be a good one to share with our friends that want to lose a little weight. Let's see, how am I doing on my time? We are around 13 minutes. Can you just believe that? It does go fast when you are doing something else. My son, he is as bargain hunter as me. How is Glenn and his family doing? Let's see. I talked to Glenn. It's been a few days since I talked to Glenn. Maybe since he came to do the live a week ago. Oh no, I went over there after that because I took some of that chocolate cake. Actually, it was that night. And I took the cake over there that day. I think I've talked to his daughter since then. You know, she lives there with him. Actually, she's had some surgery and she's doing very well with that. So that's a good thing. And let's see. And I talked to my sister Barbara. She calls me pretty often. She lives probably 35 miles away, and she said it was really raining and pouring there also. Actually, she said she'd known there's some places that had tornado warnings today. I didn't hear of them, but I'm sure, you know, every once in a while we've had a tornado out here, which is rare. You don't hear them so often here. Let's see, this one, Victorious. When a woman, Simone, is accused of murdering the man who assaults her, she seeks out the help of attorney Jack Evans to prove her innocence. I don't know that I've seen that one. That's a 1921 movie. It's a TV 14 movie. Let's see. Alone, yet not alone. How's that sound? Let's see. Yeah, domestic violence, I'm sure. Alone, yet not alone. After being captured and transported 300 miles of wilderness, two sisters are sustained by their trust in God and their hope of escape. Now, I'm not sure I know of that one. It looks like there might be some Indians involved. It's back in the olden days. And it's a 2012 movie. Promise to keep. A devout man crosses paths with a former love he prayed would return to her faith. Will his love be enough to change her heart? I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea to hope to change somebody whenever they're not, they shouldn't even bother to marry them. Hello, Maddie. Mads, are you sad? You don't get a lot of views. No, you know what? I'm not even trying, especially on my lives. This is kind of something new for me. It's okay. You know, I just say, God, whatever you want. I started this YouTube channel 2.5 years ago. I'm 79. I don't know whether you watch me and know too much about my channel, but I just started and it's just grown a little bit here and a little there. And I have 3,000 subscribers. Now, if they all watch, that'd be another story, but it's okay. You know, I'm just in this to, it really helps pass wonderful time away. And I get to meet so many wonderful people. Connie, this and that. Hello, my friend. You're up late and you came across my live. Connie has a wonderful YouTube channel, you guys. Go over and check her channel out. She's just such a sweet lady. And anybody else that I don't know that has a channel. I don't know, Pacific, whether you do much on your channel. I know you do some writing on it. I don't, I've never seen your face on there. You have sent me a picture, but that's nice too. Let's see. Thank you so much. Yeah, Connie has such a sweet voice and she just a sweetheart. And let's see. We was just kind of talking about movies and I'm on my bike. So you see this movement and you can't see me on the recumbent bike itself. You can hear me breathing a little harder as I'm going about this. And then I just turned Tubi on and I'm just talking about a few of the movies that I've seen or I thought I'd seen. Many of them I go to and then I don't remember it till later. I guess you can blame that on old age. Maddie, do you have a channel? If you do, let us know about it and what you do. That would be nice to know. And let's see. And you call yourself a Christian. What's this one about? It's a 2012 movie. A Christian woman watches her newfound faith tested after a tragedy destroys her life. Will she be able to work through her doubts and fears? You know, we all, okay, just did the side planks. That's hard. Okay. Thank you, Maddie, for letting me know. Now, what state do you live in, Maddie? I'm in California. Let's see. Here's the wager. The life of a mega film star, Michael Steele, is destroying right before the most important day of his life. His faith is put to the ultimate test. How's that? Hi, Marianne Howe. I remember seeing you. Okay, you don't watch Tubi. Do you have Roku? El Paso, Texas. My sister lives in Texas, in Dallas-Fort Worth area. Actually, we're coming to Texas this summer. Then we're driving up into Oklahoma and going over to the family reunion that's in Oklahoma. Then we are going to go to Branson, Missouri for a few days. And the best part is my daughter that lives in Florida is going to meet us there. I will turn 80 while I'm gone, and she wanted to be with me on my birthday. And it's been a year this month in March that I saw her last. We have Apple. I don't know whether you can get Tubi or not. I mean, I know that you probably find this some of these movies on any channel, but because I tend to watch the older movies more than the newer ones. Yeah, I'm really excited about this trip. We go every 2 years. My dad is one of 18 children. He was fourth from the oldest. Okay. My dad was fourth from the oldest of 18 children. There was a dozen boys and a half a dozen girls. Can you just believe that? How would you like to be that, Mama? Actually, she passed away in her 50s. That's kind of sad, you know, really sad. You know, just to think that you had all this time. And actually, I think all of her children were grown or pretty close to grown whenever she did pass away. And they had a busy, full life in Oklahoma. And that's where we go to the reunions. Some of the aunts and uncles stayed there. Several of them moved this place and that. My dad moved out here to California along with 2 or 3 of his brothers and their wives. They each settled in different places here in California. One down in Southern California, one in the Redwoods, and then some near the Sacramento Valley. And that was nice. And so they've been having these reunions. The aunts and uncles used to do it, but now that they're gone, it's left to the cousins. Good night, Regina. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. That was fun having you here and having all of you. It really makes me feel good. And I'm just happy that you're here. Now, let's see. I was telling you about I'm going all over the board. I'll be like Grandma Lois. If you haven't watched her, she is a fun lady to watch. She's runs from one subject to another. Now, on my videos that I do, I usually have a plan, and I stick pretty close to that. And, you know, on my Sunday, when I do my gospel music, I, you know, kind of have a plan of what I'm singing and doing there. But this is kind of more unscripted. Like, I can't take it back if I say it wrong. I do a lot of editing. Sometimes my eyes get a little tired. Anyway, I was going to go ahead and say on my YouTube channel, I have playlists, and one of them is 18 children, my dad, 18 children, something like that, on one of the lists. Then there's another one of my life story. It starts before I was born, when my parents came out to California. I'm the youngest of 4 children. And so it's my life story, starting from the time, let's see, Maddie, good night. Thank you, Maddie, for joining us. God bless you. I hope your night is fabulous. I know it's a lot later back there, and I usually go to bed about midnight, give or take some. Anyway, so I have a glimpse in my life. That's my life story. So if anybody's interested, they can look at my playlist and see what I got. Lots of things. It's amazing. When I started, I never thought I would find so many things to talk about or do. And it's just been a wonderful journey for me. And I always love to share that I love Jesus. And, you know, there might be some that don't. Let's see, Pacific. In one of my playlists, I attacked a music video. Yeah, okay. Now, okay, you guys can read. Good night. Okay. Yeah, so there's all kinds of things you can put in your playlist, and it's a blessing. So I kind of lost track here for a minute. I was still going to these videos and talking about some of them. And based on true stories. I like that a lot too. A lot of them. Let's see. One of them. Was. What was this one? Let me see. I went too far. You can see I'm looking at my TV screen. Based on the extraordinary. Oh, that's Andrea Bocelli, a blind boy who, against all odds, becomes a world-renowned opera singer. How you like that? That would be interesting. I think I've seen that one before. Do you ever question yourself and you think, wait, which one is it? Am I supposed to say? Now, a lot of times I'll ask that girl over in the corner if I have time to correct it one way or the other. Friendly Fire, the true story of grieving parents whose son perished in the Vietnam, traces their battle against the U.S. government to unmask the truth of his death. Oh, I don't know that I saw that one. I thought I've seen a lot of these. Come Before Winter. Oh, that's a documentary. True story about Adolf Hitler, longtime ideological enemies, one a writer and the other a pastor, who helped bring down the Third Reich. Do you know of that one? I don't know. Okay. St. Judy. Let's see how long I've been going. Okay, I'm looking at my screen. By the way, on this bike, I've went 7,000 miles. My husband helped me before he passed away. He put on a few miles of it, but the majority of it's mine. Once in a while, I have it in my living room. People will sit down on it and ride 2 or 3 rides on it, and and then they'll say, "Oh, I'm tired," but it's really comfortable. I like the way the seat is on this. 27 minutes I've been on here. Oh, my nose is just itching. Sorry, guys. Okay, here is the Mercy. Let me make sure I'm not missing anybody. Leaving behind a loving wife, amateur sailor Donald Crowhurst risked everything in 1968 to complete a harrowing and historic race around the world. Have you saw that one? That sounds pretty interesting. And I kind of think I might have seen that. They keep these on for so long. Oh, now this one was really good. And now I don't know that I can remember too much about it. I think it's this one. It's called Hell and Mr. Fudge. Based on the true story of a young preacher, let's say that right, of a young preacher, Alabama, who comes from the fire from his church after setting out to study the existence of hell. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I think I've watched that one before. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see. Marie Antoinette. Have you saw that one? Complete with lavish imagery, this is a story of France's iconic, ill-fated teenager queen whose rule coincided with the fall of Versailles. I don't know if I saw that. Did you guys see that? Oh, my hair. This little bit wants to get in my eyes. That's okay. And I'm getting warm in here. Okay, Burl Markham, A Shadow on the Sun. This is a 1988 movie. That's the year my son was born. That's a 3-hour movie. Wow. The story of Burl Markham renowned aviator, author, and adventurer depicts the thrilling youth in Africa, passions and defiance of social rules. I think, no, I'm not sure I saw that one. I was thinking, now here's one of a woman named Jackie Onassis. And in a class of his own, Rich Donito, oh, this one was so good, you guys. I remember this one. Rich Donito, beloved custodian, friend, counselor, and coach of Callahan School, going on 13 years, must pass his high school exam or lose his job. That was a really good movie. Let's see. Simone, Woman of the Century. Oh, this is international. I wouldn't be able to watch it because it doesn't have English and I couldn't follow along with another language. I'm sure it would be good. Oh, this was good. I think I saw this one too. The Light of Hope. Let's see. Based on the true story, Elizabeth Eden Bentz and her female co-workers who saved the lives of 600 infants in World War II. Wow. That would be something else. And I do remember some of those stories. There was another one very similar to that one. And let's see. Have you seen any of those movies that I've been mentioning? And anybody else that watches it later, that's great too. Here's one I've watched many different times, and I think I read the book too, The Hiding Place. This is with Corrie ten Boom, and her family risked everything to hide Jewish refugees by the hundreds and ultimately face consequences when they are discovered. That was a really touching story. And she got out, she went through so much. She got out and she lived to be an older lady, wrote books and was guest on many different places, different, churches or wherever, TV programs. And she did really quite well. Let's see. Okay, now I don't know if I saw this one or not. This is, now sometimes on thrillers and things like that, I don't watch so many of them. This one's Gone Mom, The Disappearance of Jennifer Dulos, D-U-L-O-S. The wealthy Connecticut mother of 5 mysteriously vanishes on May 24th, 2019. Her husband, the prime suspect, insists she staged her own disappearance. Did you see that one? Gotta grab a drink here. Have I hit the mark on any of these movies you think you'd like to watch? Sometimes you can, once in a while, I'll be watching one and I think, I need to tell my friend about this one. She would like it so well. Sometimes I tell them and sometimes I forget. Let's see. United Passions. That's an independent movie. 2014, a telling of a captivating true story of the FIFA president. Okay, you guys, do you know what the FIFA is? It tells the names. They work to make the World Cup reality. Okay, there's a movie similar to that called Gone Girl, about a girlfriend who staged her own death. Yeah, you hear that once in a while. And you think, why in the world they go to such measures? By the way, You know what I watch a lot or listen to? I don't watch it, but I listen to it. I put it on my YouTube. It's called Unshackled. It's been going on for years. It's a mission in Chicago, Illinois, and they have the most wonderful stories on there, that like stories of redemption, people that has all kinds of things, like from abuse to this to that, all kinds of things. And let's see, FIFA is the global soccer. Okay, soccer. Thank you. There's so many stories on there of people that has turned their life to God. There's alcoholics, drunkards. Actually, the one last night that I listened to, and it made me curious to look it up, is the head, I want to say, of the Teamster Union, Jimmy Hoffa. I know a lot of you will remember him in the news. And it made me curious to know because this man that gave his heart to the Lord, eventually he worked for him. He was close friends to him. And so that was pretty interesting story, and how God had changed his heart and mind. And every one of those stories just leave you with hope. If you have somebody that don't know the Lord, it gives you hope that, they could come back to Jesus. It really has been a blessing to me. If you don't have something else to do, all you have to do is write Unshackled in YouTube, and you'll come across it. Most of them are about a half an hour long, give or take a few minutes. And they're just really good stories that's based on the truth. Really true, really good. Okay, let's see what else I see here. There's a lot of war movies and dramas from the older ones to the younger ones. And let's see, this one. Oh, this one was really good. I remember this one. Housewife 49, a historical drama following Nella, a downtrodden housewife who blossoms after joining the woman's voluntary service at the outbreak of the World War II. So I thought that one sounded pretty interesting, and I did watch it. She was just pretty downtrodden in her life, didn't have anything going for her. And then this. Oh, now this one, let's see. Lost for Words. This is a 1999 movie. Let's see, it's Deric. Derek and his wife, Aline, must come to terms with his mother's decline of health when a stroke cruelly robs the greatest gift, her power of speech. I remember that, but I don't remember a lot about it. I'd have to go back and review what I know. Let's see. Claire and okay, I'm going to move on to that one. In the Arms of Angels. That's a 2003 movie, a true story of a 8-year-old girl and younger brother whose lives were put in peril after disobeying their father. A moving example of God's grace. I remember watching that, but I don't remember a lot about it. Now, if any of these sound interesting, you can look them up. I'm sure most of them you could probably find on YouTube. Here's a Ron Clark story. Let's see. The true story of an innovative white Southern man chronicles his challenge as a new teacher in the neediest class, a tough Harlem public school. That was a good movie. He goes into this classroom and they were so unruly and so everything, and how he was able to, with a lot of perseverance and patience, and I'm sure a lot of prayer, and I don't remember how much, but he got through to those students, and it was amazing the change in them. Let's see. Okay, let's see. This one, Candle in the Dark, a 1998 movie, the dramatic true story of the 18th century missionary William Carey, who moved with his reluctant wife and 4 children to spread the gospel of Christianity in India. Wow, if she wasn't wanting to go, I don't know. What do you think? That would be tough. She would have to feel called too, I think, to be very happy about going. Let's see, A Fortunate Life. An let's put that right. Extraordinary story of survival about a boy forced to make his own in the harsh Australian bush and the battlefields of the Gallipoli during World War II. I'm not sure. You know what? That is a series. So, and when you start watching one of them, then the next one will come up, and the next one. I don't know how many is in that series, but that might be pretty good. Here's Mother Teresa in the Name of God's Poor. It's a biopic. What's a biopic? Is it like almost a biography of Mother Teresa, beginning in her early years as a caregiver in World War Calcutta to her international fame as a celebrated humanitarian. Yeah, I remember her. I'm sure most everybody's heard of Mother Teresa. Casting Stones. How's this one? It's a 2023. Oh, this is TVMA. A lot of those I have to watch, make sure they're not going to be too bad. Now, I am against, and I do not like a lot of bad language. That will throw me out of the movie real fast. But some of them depending on what it's about. This heartfelt drama is a true story about grace, forgiveness, and compassion for millions of women worldwide who had to have an abortion. Okay, I don't know that I saw that one. That might be pretty interesting. That's probably why they put it MA. You know, it's not a subject you would just let everybody see. Let's see, how am I coming on time? I'm coming on almost, I'm getting close to an hour, and I'm really appreciating you guys watching. Do you know I'm really close to getting my 4,000 watch view hours in 1 year? But you know, they can change. If I don't keep them up, I could lose some of them I have. I think about, what was it, 30? Anyway, I like almost 400 view hours to be up to 4,000. And I'd like to see that happen. But you know what? Even if it don't, I'm so glad to see everybody here. And I don't know that anybody likes this kind of live or not. It's kind of fun to me. I have to do this anyway, and if you don't mind visiting with me, that's good. I have my video ready to be uploaded, and I usually start uploading it around a little after 11, where it can come up and people can watch it the next day, or if they're up, staying up late, they can see it then. Okay, let's see. Here's another one. Let me see this one. Just Ask My Children. This is a 2000 movie, and this is the Cruffin's perfect domestic life is shattered when false allegations of abuse against the sons surface in this drama based on a true story. That would be horrible. You know, especially if you know you are innocent. Wow. Okay, now I just watched one of these. I'm not sure it's this particular one, but it's Harry and Meghan, a royal romance. That was interesting because, you know, I know a lot of people keep up with the royal family, and it is interesting, but I haven't really done too much to keep up with it. And this one is set up by friends, quickly turns into a secret whirlwind courtship between an American actress and women's rights activist and a British prince. And we know who that was. That was interesting. Really, I found it very interesting. Let's see. I'm skipping a few of these that doesn't sound as good. So you see me moving all this time. And I'm so thankful that you guys come along to join me. And it's been a fun time for me. Let's see how my time is on my bike here. Let's see. It's coming up. Let's see. No, not quite. It tells the calories and all that kind of thing. I only look at the time usually. 45, you guys, I completed my 45 minutes here. Now it's 45:54. Okay, you guys. I did it. I'm warmed up a little bit too. It's 68 in here. It went down one degree. So I'm so happy you came. Shall we make it to an hour? I don't know. Shall we make it to whatever? Let me just do a couple more here, and then I will get ready to go. I do have a blanket, some of those blankets I need to tie. I keep thinking I'm going to get to it, but somehow I just didn't do it. Okay, let's see. The Iron Lady, what's that one? Oscar-winning Meryl all of a sudden her name just Strep is Margaret Thatcher in the insightful and intimate portrait of the first and only female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. I'm not sure. Did I see that? Yeah, Margaret Thatcher. Yeah. But I was trying to say Merle's name, the other, and I was having somebody said the word, I got my tongue over my eye teeth and couldn't see a thing. But I really knew what I was talking about. And Coco Before Chanel. You may have seen that one. And Infinity, real life Nobel Prize winning physics. Okay, what did you say? Okay. 1979 of her resignation in November 1990 because of Europe. Okay, thank you. This Infinity, a real Nobel Prize winning physicist, Richard Feynman, faces a moral crisis as he tries to save his ailing wife's life and work on the atomic bomb. I remember that one. That was pretty interesting. Wow, that was really interesting. And then let's see. To Save the Children. This is a 1994 movie, a true story of a teacher who moves to Wyoming and finds his rural bliss shattered when a crazed survivalist with a bomb takes his class hostage. Do you remember seeing that one? I'm not sure what I did or not. If I did, it was a long time ago. Okay, let's see. What did you say? The exchange rate mechanism. Okay, the UK. Okay. Thank you. You are a very smart man. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I think I've seen this one. Heart of a Stranger. Actually, I started watching it. I think I watched this before. Strange new behaviors plaguing a concert violinist after a transplant urges her to find out who find out more about the man whose heart is now beating inside her. So she had a heart transplant, and now she's curious to know who the man was. Now, you know, my husband had a kidney transplant, and we never got to know anything about this man. And let's see, and we never got to know anything about this man that gave us a heart, but we was able to send a letter to through the agency he got the transplant from, and tell them a little bit about himself and his family. So that was nice, and we hope that that brought some comfort to the family that they lost their loved one. Actually, that happened to my niece, you know, my sister Barbara that comes, her grandson, well, her granddaughter's son, so that would be her great grandson. He got killed in a car accident when he was 11, and they donated several different of his organs to different ones, the kidney and the heart, and I don't know what all. But it was such a blessing to so many, but such a tragedy to them. The one wonderful thing that came just about a year later, not long afterwards, she found out, and this boy was 11, mind you. She found out she was pregnant, and now they have a new little girl. Well, she's about, I don't know, she's 3 now or something like that. Actually, if you look back in my videos, I videoed her at her baptism at the Catholic Church, and it was just such a beautiful little girl. Okay, you guys, I'm going to call this a night. I got this done. I'm going to put all these lights away. You know, my house is lit up like Christmas tree, and I don't know that it's even very, very bright here, but I'll turn some of the lights off and put my feet up. I always look forward to this time that I'm done with the bike, and then I can relax a little bit more. And, you know, I'll be back tomorrow for my videos, and I'll be back the next day and the next day until I don't have any more to say or I get bored with it. I don't foresee that. It's been a blessing to me to do. But I just pray for each one of you, no matter whether you're watching still or whether you're going to watch later, that God will just be with you. He will bless you. He will keep you. And don't forget, Jesus loves you. He cares what's going on in your life. My friend, my Northwest friend, he loves you. He cares for you. And all the others that might join me here later or that might still be on here. So I have one. That might be you. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.